Well, hi folks, I'm going to make a salt jar today, or salt pig, which is going to be like a round bulbousy type pot with a mouth on the front. So it's going to be a pot made in two parts. Throw the bottom bit and then stick like a mouthpiece onto it so you can put your salt in and get your hand inside the pot. Make the bottom bit first. So I'm going to need to throw a cylinder as always to start it off. Slow it down a touch. So now I'm just going to form the body. It's going to be slightly bulbous, and then I'm going to close it in at the top. So what I'll have to do is mop all the water out first before I close it in. Now I'm just going to close it in by collaring it right up. Make a little knob on the top, so I'll close it in like so, and then just form a little knob on the top with what I've got left. So you can pick it up. That's the bottom bit done. So now I'm going to make a little like mouthpiece to it to stick onto it tomorrow. I'll just have to do this by eye because I'm not really sure how big to make it. Anyway, so what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to go into the clay and go right back to the bat or the wheel head, because obviously it's just going to be like a rim. I'm just going to sort of guess the size. I think that's about the right sort of width. And then I'm just going to round it over like so. So if you see, I've cut right through to the bottom there. There's no bottom to the pot. So the idea tomorrow is to stick the mouthpiece on like so, cut a hole in, stick a mouth on, and then fix it all together, and we should have a salt pot. So we'll do that tomorrow when it's all dried up. Well, hi folks, I'm going to get this salt jar put together now, so I'll just give it a bit of a trimming up, turn it a bit. Still a bit on the wet side, but see how we get on. A little bit narrower at the bottom. I think that'll do for that. So what I'll do now is just trim this little mouthpiece up as well. Not a lot to do with this really, just make it a little bit narrower, a bit thinner at the bottom, and that's it really for that. So I'll cut that off. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. What we're doing. So what I want to do with this now, this mouthpiece, is I'm going to add some slit to it, to the bottom. And then I'm going to push it on and then remove it. Probably the camera's in the wrong position for you actually. I'm going to push it on. Like that. And then I'm going to take it off, and there should be now a mark that the slip's left, as you can see. So I'm going to cut that hole out, because that's where the mouth's going to go. So I'm only using a little needle. Just going to quickly cut the hole out. Try and be as neat as possible. Probably got the camera in the wrong spot. So that's that cut out. That's the hole. We'll plonk this back on in the same position. In fact, I'll have to cut this off because I need to pick it up. I'll plonk that back on, pick it up. So now what I'm going to do is to attach it onto it better. I'm going to squeeze with my finger and just pinch it onto the pot. Oh, the camera's in the wrong spot, innit? Hang on, I'll just move my camera. See if I can get a better angle. So yeah, that's better. Just pinch it on, like so. Gives it a little bit of a design thing, but it also makes it stick onto the pot a lot better. So just squeezing it on. All the way around and back to the top. So I'll just take this off. So we've got it on there roughly now. Just give it a little bit of a, just move my camera a bit. straighten it up a little bit to the right shape. So then really all I'm going to do now is just tidy it up on the inside. Any little rough bits, just smooth them around with your finger. But if you've cut the hole neatly, there shouldn't be too many. And then give it a final little sponging off, just to tidy it off, tidy it up. And then that's it, done. So that's what it looks like. A little salt pot. All these bits of slip and stuff, you can just tidy those up too. That's just where the slip's oozed out a bit. Just make them a little bit neater. Really, that's it. If you look at the profile, that's what it's going to look like. You can now put your hand in, fill it full of salt, put the hand in, and apparently it keeps the salt really dry. So that's my little salt pot, folks. Little salt pot.